The night arrives softly, wrapping the world in shades of silver and silence. Between one heartbeat and the next, the horizon fades. Somewhere beyond sight, a door stirs, the Dusk Gate. It opens only when day forgets its name and shadows begin to hum. Through that quiet passage drifts the keeper, Morpheus. He does not rule dreams. He tends them like fragile threads of starlight. Each whisper of sleep calls his name in secret. He listens, patient and eternal, watching the balance between wake and wonder. The air shimmers with memories not yet born. Dreams rise like mist, soft and weightless, carrying the voices of forgotten hopes. In this still hour, Morpheus walks the threshold unseen. His eyes hold the dusk. His touch calms the restless heart. Tonight, he waits once more by the gate's glowing edge. The world sleeps, unaware that the keeper stands guard. The boundary between dream and dawn is thin, as fragile as a sigh. And somewhere, a new story begins, beneath the watch of Morpheus, keeper of the Dusk Gate. The Dusk Gate stands in silence, suspended between breaths of the world. It does not shine nor vanish, but lingers where twilight gathers. Its surface ripples like still water, kissed by wind. No mortal eye can see it, yet every soul feels its call. When the last rays of day melt into amber dust, the gate awakens. Its frame hums softly, woven from threads of forgotten dreams. Each vibration sings the memory of countless nights gone by. Here, time is not counted, only remembered, and Morpheus, keeper of the Dusk Gate, stirs from quiet rest. His presence is not shadow nor light, but something between. He moves with grace older than the moon itself. Around him, the air bends, not with power, but with peace. He steps before the gate and lays his hand upon its edge. The shimmer pulses gently, answering like a living heart. Morpheus listens, not with ears, but with the silence of knowing. He feels the dreams of humankind press against the veil. Some tremble with fear, some shimmer with love, some remain undefined. Each dream is a breath in the great rhythm of night. He tends to them as a gardener tends a field of stars. One by one he releases the dreams into the river of slumber. They drift through the gate, glowing softly as they pass. He watches each one disappear into the endless dusk beyond. To Morpheus, every dream is a promise, fragile but infinite. He keeps them safe from the weight of waking sorrow. He ensures that no dream falls too far, no light fades unseen. The gate hums again, slow and steady, like a heartbeat beneath water. The keeper lowers his hand, eyes reflecting the horizon's last glow. He remembers the first dream ever born, a whisper before language. It was the dream of being, of breath, of the first dawn that followed night. Since then, he has guarded this threshold faithfully, not out of duty, but devotion, to balance, to beauty, to the fragile art of dreaming. He knows that dreams are the quiet architects of reality. What begins beyond the gate returns to shape the waking world. A child's hope, a poet's vision, a lover's wish, all begin here. Each night, Morpheus stands watch as humanity drifts through the veil. He never speaks, but his silence comforts the dreamers. In the stillness, he feels the pulse of countless souls finding rest. The wind moves softly across the unseen threshold. It carries laughter, tears, and echoes of stories yet untold. And as the first star blooms above the horizon, the keeper smiles. For another night has begun, and the Dusk Gate glows once more. Beneath its gentle light, the world dreams itself anew. And Morpheus remains, timeless, watchful, and kind. The twilight hour begins, a breath held between light and shadow. The sky deepens into hues of violet and gold, trembling on the edge of night. It is the sacred hour when the world forgets to hurry. Birds grow silent, rivers slow, and even time itself softens its stride. This is the moment Morpheus awakens fully. His eyes open to the rhythm of countless dreams, stirring in slumber. The gate behind him hums gently, its pulse steady as the tide. He turns toward the horizon where day and night meet like old friends. In the hush, he listens. Every sigh, every whisper carried on the wind is a voice from the waking world. He hears the laughter of children fading into dreams. He hears the quiet weeping of those who have lost their way. he hears the wordless songs of hearts that dare to hope again. Each sound becomes a thread of light within his grasp. He weaves them with care, binding them into the tapestry of night. Dreams are born from these moments, from whispers, from longing, from memory. Morpheus walks through the veil of dusk, unseen yet ever present. He moves as softly as thought, as patient as eternity. All around him, fragments of dreams begin to take shape. A field of golden grass unfurls where no ground exists. A forgotten melody drifts through air that has no name. The scent of rain appears, carrying stories of places long gone. Each dream begins like a spark in the dark sea of slumber. Some will fade quietly, others will grow into worlds of wonder. Morpheus does not choose which ones to favor. He simply tends to their balance, ensuring harmony between chaos and calm. He knows that without fear, courage would have no shape. Without sorrow, joy would forget how to shine. And so he lets each emotion flow freely, untouched by judgment. The twilight hour deepens and the stars awaken one by one. Their light flickers across the dream realm, guiding lost thoughts home. Morpheus raises his hand and the starlight bends gently. It forms a path through the mists of sleep, a road only dreamers can walk. Through this path, the souls of humankind drift in silence. Some come weary, others eager, some simply curious. He greets them all with quiet grace, a guardian without chains. To him, every dreamer is sacred, every journey meaningful. The twilight hour is his kingdom, a realm of balance, not dominion. It is the pause between breaths where all things find rest. As the last color of sunset fades, he bows his head. The world above sinks into stillness, and the night opens wide. Morpheus steps forward once more into the endless current of dreams. His voice, though seldom heard, murmurs through the dark. Sleep now, dreamers. The gate is open, and the night is kind. Dreams flow like rivers beneath the quiet sky. They twist and shimmer, carrying fragments of every human heart. Some streams run clear with laughter, others dark with forgotten sorrow. Morpheus stands beside them, his gaze steady, his hands calm. He does not command the flow, he guides it gently, like a shepherd of stars. Each dream moves toward its destination, seeking a resting place in slumber. The river sings in languages older than thought itself. Its music hums softly, weaving through the fabric of eternity. Within that sound, Morpheus hears the heartbeat of the world. Every pulse tells a story of longing, of courage, of quiet hope. He steps along the riverbank where no ground exists. The surface glows faintly, painted with the light of wandering souls. Each droplet holds a memory, a promise made, a moment lost, a wish unspoken. He kneels and touches the current, feeling time slip through his fingers. The dreams whisper their secrets as they pass. One tells of a child chasing fireflies through a field of endless dusk. Another, of a traveler who forgot his name beneath a sky of violet rain. Morpheus listens, collecting their echoes in silence. He knows that every dream, no matter how small, keeps the balance whole. Without the river, the realm of dreams would fracture into stillness. It is movement that gives meaning, flow that gives form. And so, he tends to it each night with infinite patience. He clears the eddies where fear gathers too thickly. He cools the waves where desire burns too bright. He mends the places where despair has torn the current apart. Through his touch, the river breathes again, alive and kind. Above, the constellations shimmer, their reflections dancing on the water. They are guardians too, ancient and watchful, shining with quiet wisdom. Sometimes one will fall, a star slipping into the river's embrace. When it does, a new dream is born, luminous and free. Morpheus smiles faintly, his eyes reflecting the gentle glow. He has seen countless dreams rise and fade, yet each still feels new. The wonder of creation never leaves him. To dream is to remember what it means to be alive. The river widens, flowing toward the unseen horizon. It divides into countless tributaries, each leading to a sleeper's mind. Through them, the dreamlight travels, finding those who wait and rest. Somewhere in the waking world, eyes close, hearts slow, and the gate opens. The dream flows inward, painting the mind in silver hues. In that instant, the mortal and the eternal become one. Morpheus watches as the last ripple fades into the distance. The river grows calm once more, its melody soft and low. He knows dawn will come soon, and the currents will quiet. But for now he stands in peace beside the dream-flowing tide. In the rhythm of its song, he finds both purpose and serenity. Tonight, the dream river slows, and a strange stillness settles across the realm. Morpheus senses it before he sees it, a tremor, a breath out of rhythm. Something lingers at the edge of the Dusk Gate, caught between sleep and wake. He turns, and there stands a figure, faint as mist, trembling like light on water. A wanderer, lost between worlds, unable to cross nor return. The keeper approaches slowly, his steps leaving ripples of calm in the air. The figure lifts its gaze, eyes wide, unsure, filled with forgotten echoes. Its voice is no louder than a sigh. "Where am I?" Morpheus does not answer with words. He gestures toward the horizon of twilight. The realm hums softly, stars bending closer to listen. "You are where all dreams begin," his voice murmurs like wind through glass. "But you linger too long, and the dawn will not find you." The wanderer shivers, clutching at shadows that dissolve like smoke. "I was searching for something," they whisper, "but I no longer know what it was." Morpheus studies them, seeing the shimmer of countless memories swirling within. Fragments of a name, a smile, a melody once sung under a fading sun. He raises a hand, and a gentle glow forms between his palms. It is not light, but remembrance, soft, golden, breathing. He lets it drift toward the wanderer. The glow touches their chest, and for a moment, the air fills with warmth. The wanderer gasps, as if remembering the taste of rain, the sound of laughter. Yet still, the name escapes them. Morpheus speaks again, his tone tender and infinite. "You have not been forgotten. You have only stepped too far into the in-between." He guides the wanderer's hand to the flowing river of dreams. "Listen," he says, "the water remembers what you do not." The wanderer kneels, touching the stream's surface with trembling fingers. Images shimmer, a child running through dawnlight, a voice calling from afar. Tears form, though they fall like light, not sorrow. "I remember the color of the world," they whisper, "but not my place within it." Morpheus closes his eyes, letting silence stretch like a bridge between hearts. "Then let the dreams guide you," he says. "They know the path you have forgotten." The wanderer looks to him, fear softening into peace. "Will I wake?" they ask. "When it is time," Morpheus replies, "and not a breath before." He touches their forehead gently, leaving a mark of starlight that fades slowly. The wanderer begins to drift, their form turning translucent, merging with the current. Soon they are gone, a whisper carried by the river's endless song. Morpheus watches until the ripples vanish, then lowers his head. Every lost soul finds its way, though not always by memory, sometimes by dream alone. And so he returns to the gate, where the twilight hums once more, alive and still. In the quiet, he smiles faintly, knowing the balance has been restored again. The dream realm deepens, painted in shades of silver and violet. Morpheus walks beyond the flowing rivers into the halls of sleeping stars. Here, the sky breathes softly, and every light hums an ancient melody. It is called the Song of Forgotten Stars. Each note is a memory, a dream once held, a story once loved and left behind. The stars here no longer shine in the waking sky. They have fallen gently into slumber, resting in the quiet care of eternity. Morpheus moves among them like a keeper tending sacred embers. He traces his hand along the constellations, and they glow in recognition. The air trembles with harmony, the sound of peace and distance entwined. He pauses beside one faint star, its glow trembling like a heartbeat fading. "You have grown quiet," he whispers, his tone soft as the dusk breeze. The star flickers, releasing a whisper, a dream too long forgotten. He listens, eyes closing, as echoes of laughter ripple through the void. A dream of a girl chasing the reflection of the moon across calm water. A song once sung to no one, carried into the stars. The memory unfolds before him, fragile and beautiful. Morpheus smiles faintly. "You are remembered still," he murmurs. He cups the starlight in his hand, and its rhythm steadies once more. Around him, other stars begin to hum in response. The song rises, gentle yet vast, reaching across the dream realm. Its melody awakens the wanderer's essence still drifting in the current. Somewhere far below, they lift their head, feeling warmth return to their being. Their heart beats in time with the star's ancient rhythm. They begin to remember, not their name, but their belonging. Morpheus watches as light returns to their path. The song continues, winding through the fabric of dreams. It brushes against sleeping minds in the mortal world. A child smiles in their sleep. A poet finds peace in an unfinished verse. A lonely heart feels a forgotten comfort, each touched by the echo of that celestial music. Morpheus knows that no dream is truly lost, only misplaced in time. Even forgotten stars can sing again when heard by the right soul. He kneels among the constellations, feeling the pulse of creation beneath. The dream realm breathes in rhythm with the heavens above. He whispers a vow, not to the stars, but to the silence between them. To guard their light, no matter how faint, to remember what others forget. The stars answer with a single unified note, serene, eternal. The song fades into the hush of twilight once more. Morpheus rises, his cloak shimmering with the dust of galaxies. He looks toward the horizon, where the Dusk Gate glows like dawn in reverse. The wanderer's light has returned to the flow, balance restored. He turns back one last time to the sleeping stars. Rest well, he says, for your music endures in every dream. And with that, he walks on, leaving behind the soft echo of forever. Beyond the field of stars, a great stillness opens, the library of slumber. It is not made of walls or stone, but of dreams woven into endless shelves of light. Each shelf glows softly, filled with sleeping thoughts from across time. Here, every dream rests once it has been lived and remembered. Morpheus enters in silence, the sound of his steps lost in the hush. The air hums gently, alive with the murmur of untold stories. Dreams whisper to one another in a language of color and rhythm. Some shimmer with laughter, others pulse with quiet sorrow. Every shelf holds fragments of lives, not as memories, but as feelings. A dream of a long-lost friend, a hope that outlived despair, a promise never spoken aloud. Morpheus walks slowly between the glowing corridors. He trails his fingers along the shelves, awakening soft flickers of light. Each spark dances upward, forming fleeting visions in the air. He watches 1,000 faces bloom and fade like petals in twilight. No two dreams are ever the same. No two hearts ever dream alike. The library breathes with the pulse of human longing. It is a sacred place where nothing is truly lost, only waiting to be found again. He pauses before a great chamber at the library's center. Here lies the oldest dream, still and bright as moonlight on still water. It hums with the first memory of warmth, the first song ever imagined. Morpheus bows his head in quiet reverence. This is where all beginnings sleep, he whispers. Around him the lights flicker in response, as if sighing in agreement. The wanderer's essence, still faint from their journey, drifts into the chamber. Their light glows softly, drawn by the hum of the ancient dream. Morpheus watches as they touch the luminous surface. A ripple moves through the air, gentle and warm. Visions unfold, not of faces or names, but of belonging. The wanderer feels the pulse of connection, the truth of being part of something vast. Their lost identity does not return as a single name, but as harmony. They understand now, to exist is not to remember, but to feel. Morpheus smiles faintly. You are whole, he says, even without your name. The wanderer's form stabilizes, their light steady and calm. They bow to the keeper, gratitude flowing wordlessly between them. The library seems to sigh, releasing a shimmer of peace through its halls. All around, dreams settle into gentler rhythms, their light softer than before. Morpheus moves to a nearby shelf and places a hand upon its surface. From the air, a new fragment forms, a glowing sphere of memory. Within it lies the wanderer's journey, preserved for eternity. He places it upon the shelf, among the other countless tales. Another story added, another life remembered. He whispers, "No dream is wasted. Every soul leaves a trace of light." The shelves glow brighter for a moment, as if blessing his words. Then, all falls still again, and the library resumes its quiet watch. Morpheus turns toward the gate once more, his path guided by the hum of dreams. Behind him, the library of slumber breathes, eternal and serene. Beyond the library of slumber lies a lake vast as eternity itself. Its waters do not ripple, yet they reflect the sky of endless night. Morpheus walks to its edge, where silver mist curls like gentle breath. This is the mirror of still waters, where truth wears no mask. Here, dreamers come to see not what they wish, but what they are. The wanderer follows, their light steady now but soft with wonder. They gaze into the lake, and the reflection stirs with silent grace. Two images appear, the dreamer and the waking soul, side by side. The wanderer steps closer, unsure which reflection belongs to them. Morpheus speaks, his tone low as a tide returning to shore. "Every dreamer carries two selves," he says, "one that sees and one that feels." The water glimmers, showing visions that drift like clouds through memory. A life once lived under sunlit skies. A laughter now faint but not gone. Moments of kindness, choices left unmade. Every echo finds its place. The wanderer reaches toward the reflection, fingers trembling. The water remains calm, accepting, patient. "What do I do with what I see?" they whisper. Morpheus's gaze softens. You remember it, you forgive it, and then you let it go. The words settle like feathers across the still surface. The wanderer closes their eyes. In the dark behind their eyelids, stars bloom. They feel every memory loosen its hold, not erased, but set free. The reflection brightens, merging into one. For the first time, the wanderer sees themselves whole, not lost, not divided, simply complete. Morpheus stands beside them, the dusk reflected in his eyes. He has watched countless souls reach this place and find peace. The mirror glows faintly, its light spreading across the dream realm. Ripples move outward, carrying harmony to distant corners of slumber. Even the stars above seem to breathe more softly. Morpheus kneels, touching the water's surface with his fingertips. Visions arise, of those who will soon dream, of those who will awaken. He whispers a blessing into the reflection, his voice like a song half remembered. "May your dreams remind you of your light. May you wake gentler than before." The wanderer opens their eyes, filled now with quiet strength. They bow deeply, gratitude shimmering in their gaze. "Thank you," they say, though the sound is barely there. Morpheus nods, his expression calm as twilight. "No thanks are needed," he replies. "You have simply remembered yourself." The lake grows still again, the mirror closing its vision. All that remains is the night, vast and tender. The wanderer turns away, ready to follow the path home. Above, the constellations drift like lanterns across a silent sea. Morpheus watches until the last step fades into light. Then he turns once more to the mirror, seeing his own reflection shimmer. For a moment, even the keeper sees not a god, but a dreamer. And he smiles, gentle, eternal, as the night sighs in contented peace. Beyond the mirror, a path of silver petals winds through the night. The air grows fragrant, carrying the hush of unseen blossoms. Morpheus follows the trail, his steps leaving soft ripples of light. The wanderer walks beside him, their glow calm and renewed. They enter a garden where the stars bloom upon the earth. Each flower shines with a gentle pulse, alive with whispered dreams. This is the whispering garden, where unspoken wishes take form. Every petal holds a word never said, a hope never voiced aloud. The air trembles with quiet music, born from longing and love. The wanderer looks around in awe. "Do these belong to the dreamers?" Morpheus nods. "They do, the words left behind by waking hearts." He kneels beside a blossom shaped like moonlight and listens. It hums a soft confession, a mother's wish for her child's peace. Nearby, another glows with laughter that never reached its echo. The wanderer touches one gently, and the flower brightens. It opens, revealing a swirl of light that floats upward like a sigh. What happens to them? The wanderer asks softly. They return, Morpheus replies. They find their way back to those who need them. He gestures toward the horizon, where the petals drift into the stars. The garden breathes, releasing more of its light into the night. Each spark joins the constellations, becoming part of the dream sky. Morpheus closes his eyes, listening to the rhythm of the garden's song. It is the sound of healing, gentle, unhurried, eternal. He speaks softly, almost to himself. Dreams mend what waking cannot. The wanderer walks among the flowers, each step stirring memories. They see their own reflection in the petals, moments of kindness, long forgotten. A tear forms, not from sorrow, but from understanding. Even silence has its truth, Morpheus says, watching them. Yes, the wanderer whispers, and dreams give it a voice. The keeper smiles, and the stars seem to echo his expression. The garden glows brighter, as if moved by their shared peace. Morpheus raises his hand, and a breeze flows through the blossoms. The petals rise in a slow spiral, shimmering like tiny suns. They float upward, forming a path of light through the night. The wanderer follows it with their gaze, eyes wide with quiet joy. Each one, Morpheus says, is a promise made whole again. The wind softens, carrying the whispers away into the horizon. Soon the garden settles back into silence, serene and still. Only the faint hum of the flowers remains, eternal and kind. The wanderer turns to Morpheus. Will I dream again? He nods gently. Always. For dreaming is how the soul breathes. They walk together toward the edge of the garden. Behind them, the blossoms shimmer, their light fading into calm. Ahead, the Dusk Gate glows faintly, awaiting their return. The whisper of petals follows them, the echo of 1,000 healed hearts. And in that moment, the dream realm feels whole once more. The path from the garden leads to a sea of glass and starlight. It stretches endlessly, calm and deep, mirroring the cosmos above. Morpheus and the wanderer step onto its surface, weightless and still. Each footfall sends ripples of light across the mirrored horizon. This is the sea of reflection, Morpheus says softly. It remembers every dream ever dreamt, every thought that lingered. The wanderer gazes down and sees their own face ripple beneath the stars. Fragments of past dreams flicker within the reflection, soft and luminous. A child chasing fireflies, a friend's laughter beneath summer rain, a door once closed, now open, waiting. Are these mine? The wanderer asks. They are yours, Morpheus replies, and not only yours. The sea connects all dreamers. The wanderer kneels, touching the surface. It feels like cool silk and memory. A ripple spreads, showing faces unknown yet somehow familiar. Dreamers across time, sleeping, hoping, remembering. Their dreams touch yours, says Morpheus. That is how stories survive. The wanderer watches as a wave rises, shaped like a distant melody. It hums softly, carrying voices from faraway nights. One speaks gently, a promise whispered before sleep. Another echoes, a song once sung to comfort a restless soul. The sea gathers them all, weaving harmony from countless hearts. Every dream, Morpheus continues, is a thread in the fabric of eternity. The wanderer listens, feeling the truth settle within. The sea begins to glow brighter, pulsing with collective memory. Images bloom upon its surface, cities made of dawn, forests of thought, skies of pure emotion. This place, the wanderer murmurs. It's alive, Morpheus smiles faintly. Dreams are the breath of the living and the echo of the lost. They walk together across the luminous water. Each step reveals visions, lives intertwined, hopes reflected, love eternal. The wanderer pauses, sensing something familiar in the distance. A light, faint but steady, pulses beneath the waves. Without speaking, they follow it, drawn by instinct and longing. The light rises slowly, forming the shape of a small lantern. Inside it, flickers a single flame, soft, golden, endless. Morpheus looks upon it with reverence. The heart of dreaming, he says. It burns with all that is felt, believed, and remembered. The wanderer's eyes widen. It's beautiful. It is fragile, Morpheus whispers. Yet, it endures. The flame shifts, reflecting faces and stories, laughter and tears. It carries the essence of every soul that ever dared to dream. Morpheus bows his head. Without it, the gate would fade. The realm would fall silent. The wanderer reaches out, their fingers trembling slightly, but the keeper gently stops them. Not yet. It must awaken by its own will. The flame flickers, as if hearing him. Then, slowly, it brightens, sending golden ripples across the sea. Each wave carries warmth, the memory of a dream fulfilled. The stars above respond, shining in rhythm with the heart's pulse. For a moment, the dream world breathes as one. Morpheus closes his eyes, letting the light wash over him. The realm remembers, he murmurs, and soon it will be reborn. The wanderer stands beside him, silent, awed. The sea hums, alive with the promise of dawn. And beyond the shimmering horizon, the Dusk Gate begins to glow once more. The sea fades into light as the horizon shifts. A soft dawn rises beyond the Dusk Gate, tender and new. Morpheus and the wanderer stand at the edge of both worlds. Behind them, the dream realm glows with serene brilliance. Before them, the first blush of waking touches the air. "It is time," Morpheus says, his voice calm yet wistful. The wanderer looks at the gate, unsure. "To wake?" "Yes," he replies, "but not to forget." The Dusk Gate hums, its surface rippling like a living veil. It glows with the color of memory, twilight turning to gold. Morpheus raises his hand, and the air shivers with quiet magic. From the sea of reflection, the light of dreams gathers. From the whispering garden, petals of hope drift upward. From the heart of dreaming, warmth radiates into everything. The gate absorbs them all, pulsing like a heartbeat. "The balance must be kept," Morpheus murmurs. "Dream and dawn are one." The wanderer steps closer, feeling the pull of both worlds. They look at the keeper, eyes filled with wonder. "Will I remember this?" they ask softly. Morpheus smiles faintly. "You will not remember, but you will feel it." He gestures to the world beyond the gate. Every act of kindness, every quiet courage, that is the echo of dreams. The wanderer nods slowly. Understanding flickers in their eyes. The dream world sighs around them, peaceful and whole. Petals of starlight fall from the unseen sky, dissolving into gentle sparks. Each spark finds its way into the wanderer's heart, leaving warmth behind. Morpheus watches, his expression serene, timeless. The gate opens, revealing the faint glow of morning beyond. The wanderer hesitates, then turns once more to the keeper. "Will we meet again?" they ask. Morpheus steps closer, his voice low as dusk. "Every night you dream, I am there." The words linger like mist, gentle and certain. He places his hand over their heart. "Carry the light within you." The gate shimmers, responding to their bond. The wanderer takes a breath, then steps through the veil. The light swells, wrapping them in warmth and silence. Then, stillness. The dream fades like morning dew. Morpheus stands alone at the threshold once more. But his eyes are calm, filled with the quiet satisfaction of eternity. Around him, the dream realm stirs, reborn, luminous, alive. He looks toward the horizon, where the last stars retreat into daylight. "Rest well, dreamers," he whispers. "The gate will wait." The world of dreams settles into balance once again. The whispering garden blooms anew. The sea of reflection glows beneath a rising sun. The heart of dreaming beats steadily within its lantern. Morpheus turns away, cloak flowing like liquid twilight. The Dusk Gate closes softly behind him, humming its eternal lullaby. For every dream that ends, another begins. And beyond every waking moment, the keeper waits, silent, steadfast, unseen. The realm of dreams breathes in harmony once more. And the cycle of dusk and dawn continues, endless and pure. Underneath it all, Morpheus watches, keeper of the Dusk Gate.